What's going on? My name is David Page and I'm a professional guitarist and singer. My wife and I work as musicians on board cruise ships and we are currently on board the Carnival Vista. On every single sailing we have guests that come up and ask me all about my guitar tones and how I get them. So I thought I'd make a behind the scenes video to show you all about the different guitar tones that I use in our shows, and I'll be able to show you what it sounds like in the context of our show so that you can really hear the tones. For the guitar, I am using my Fender TC-90. It is a Telecaster style guitar. It's got the Telecaster headstock here, but it's a very interesting body. It's a double cutaway guitar, semi-hollow, you can see right here. It's got Seymour Duncan P90 pickups. Basically, that just gives this guitar a lot of power. I also really love the fact that this is a through neck guitar, so it's just one piece of wood all the way through, which means when I play, I can play a chord, and just by pushing on the neck and the body, I'm not afraid that I'm going to cause any damage to a screw or a bolt that's holding the neck in place because it is all one piece of wood. So I love this guitar. This is the guitar that I use every night on stage here on the Carnival Vista. Also, I can't forget this detail. Found this duck right here on board. He has a little magnet on the bottom, and so he sticks right to the guitar, and he lives right there for every single show. And for all of my guitar tone processing, I am using a Kemper Stage Profiler. It's a pretty hefty little pedal board here, but this is all I use. All of my tones are stored right inside this device. And then on the back here, right here, you can see the XLR left and right output. I actually only send the left side because I'm not doing any real stereo sounds, just mono. So all of my tone comes XLR straight out of the Kemper right into the mixing board. And the final piece for my guitar tone puzzle is that I am using these Sennheiser wireless pieces. One of them goes into my guitar and the other one just goes right into the pedal board. That way I just plug these in, turn them on, and off we go. The clean channel is kind of the core of my sound. It's modeled after my Vox AC30. I built this with the help of our friend Adam, who also plays bass with us in our band back home, the Student Body. The delay and reverb are always on for this guitar tone and just help give it that spacious shimmer. I use this guitar tone in every single one of our sets, and here you can hear it while I'm playing Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton.
And then she asks me, do I look alright? And I say yes, you look wonderful tonight.
And in this song, when I play the lead guitar sections, I flip the toggle switch to the neck pickup so I have a little bit beefier tone to really give it a nice punch.
Go to a party.
Up top I have a couple of stomp boxes set up. This red one is for a tube screamer style gain. I think the only time that I use this pedal by itself is in All I Wanna Do by Sheryl Crow.
All I wanna do is have some fun until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard.
I also use this tone in the beginning of White Horse. I have a few other pedals set up here. The purple one is a phaser pedal, and the blue one is a tremolo pedal. This is what the phaser pedal sounds like on Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette.
'Cause I got a one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. I feel drunk but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired but I'm working, yeah.
In this song, I play the harmonica solo on guitar, and I'll actually incorporate the tube screamer and the phaser pedal together in order to create the sound that I use for that solo. I also use the tremolo effect in conjunction with the tube screamer on Tennessee Whiskey in order to achieve the lead guitar parts in the intro and outro. All the way over to the right, you'll see that there's this pedal that has two green lights. One of those represents the reverb effect and the other represents the delay effect. I keep those on at all times, and the only time I'll ever tap it to turn them both off is when I want to have a really staccato guitar chordal stab and then kill the sound right away so that there's no echo and reverb afterward, so it doesn't eat into the break, like in this part of I'll Be.
I'll be your crying shoulder.
When the songs get a little heavier, I switch to my crunchy rhythm guitar tone. This one adds a healthy gain boost in order to get that crunch effect, but I also still have the reverb turned on so it doesn't get too dry. This is what that sounds like in I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel.
On this patch, I still have the tube screamer set up as the red button here and the tremolo as the blue button. You'll notice that I don't have the phaser included in this particular patch setting, and that's because I just simply don't use it. I've also moved my delay pedal to be separated from the reverb. That way I can use that as needed. With this rhythm guitar tone, I'm using both the tremolo and the delay together in order to achieve the tone in Call Me.
Color me your color, baby. Color me your car. Color me your color, darling. I know who you are. Come on off your color chart. I know where you're coming from. Call me.
In one way or another, I use the delay pedal by turning it on and off in order to get certain spots to have just a little bit more air so it breathes a little bit better.
One way or another, I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet ya, meet ya, meet ya, meet ya one day. Maybe next week, I'm gonna meet ya. I'm gonna meet ya, I'll meet ya. I will drive past your house.
For guitar solos and leads, I wanted something that had just a little bit more to it, something that really cuts through the mix. This patch has even more of a gain boost on it, and also the reverb is still always turned on, but on this particular channel you notice that the stomp box for the tube screamer and for the delay pedal are already turned on. On this patch, I also use the Kemper morph setting, which is where I tap the pedal again and then you can use it to change one of the settings, and I change it to increase the gain even more so I can use this when a guitar solo just needs a little bit more volume. As you can see, I keep my tones very simple. Everything is very straightforward because I really like to keep my mind focused on the way that I'm playing and connecting with my wife on stage. With the options that I've limited myself to, I'm still having to tap the pedal board a bunch and do a little bit of a tap dance here. So if I can minimize that in any way, that's what I prefer to do. Having said that, there are just a few other options that I have here on my pedal board that I use from time to time. One of them is more of an ambient wash. For this guitar tone, it's basically just my clean tone duplicated, but I've added a giant plate reverb. I also use the morph feature for this tone, but when I press the morph feature, it actually takes the clean guitar completely out, and now you're left with nothing but the plate reverb sound. Sometimes I'll gently play through the chord changes so I give this really nice wash of sound that just establishes us in this next song.
We've got one more song in this set. We often get asked if we cover any Cranberries, so here's one of our favorite Cranberries songs. We have a little bit of a break after this, and then we're doing a whole other set of music. Our next set is a bunch of pop divas and boy bands. So similar era that we're covering now, just a whole different vibe. So grab a fresh drink, maybe grab an empanada. The one with Nutella is really, really good. I've had about 17,000 of them since being on this ship. So try that one out and enjoy some Cranberries.
And then there's this one. This is the patch that I actually use for my bass when I play back home in my original band, or any time where our bass player can't come for the student body shows. I sub in on bass sometimes. And so I use this patch strictly for bass. However, I do use it on the ship, but only for one song. I use it for the bass breakdown in Can't Stop the Feelin'.
Just dance, 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 girl. Keep dancing. Oh! Can't stop the
One of the reasons that I really love this Kemper is because it keeps everything so consistent for me while we're at sea. It keeps everything really easy. It just fits right into my guitar case as well. And having access to all of that guitar tone right here at my feet is super convenient, especially when we're not really able to use amplifiers in most of the venues on cruise ships. That's pretty much everything you need to know about my pedal board. So if you have any other questions about my guitar tone, feel free to drop those questions in the comments below. Or if you have any other questions about life at sea, I have this video here where it's a Q&A all about our life here on board. We'll see you in that video.